Oh, yeah. Round one action. Bay Quads, Dotson, Sutton, Ponytail, Fessler, and Kensington, Yingling. Got to be Ponytail with the pop, leading on the first straight into turn one. I got Ponytail, Dotson, Yingling. Moto 2 total points. In and out of turn two. Got Sutton leading the pack, flying through the rhythm section. Hey, girl. Hey. Total points. Sutton getting it done. Leading them in and out of the last turn. Bay in the 2 spot. Kensington in the 3. Cruising right along with little girl Cruiser. Sutton going to take the 1. Bay going to take the 2. Kensington going to take the 3. 1720 woman cruiser on the track. Moto 3. Sydney. Claw taken. Maddie. No Socks Mead. And Alexa Gaither. Leading them in and out of turn 1. Maddie on her tail. Sydney in the 3 spot. Another total point moto. Counts. Alexa pushing Maddie as they work through the rhythm. Maddie flying on beside. Sydney in the 3. In and out of the last turn. Alexa pushing Maddie all the way to the finish line. Alexa with the 1. Maddie with the 2. Sydney with the 3. Moto on the track. One rider going straight to the main. 41-45 women cruiser. Moto 4 round 1 action. Shannon. Annie Wonder. Christina Boydston. Kitty Weston Knauer. And Jamie Johnson. Gotta be Granny Panty headed down them section leading the pack. Jamie Johnson in the 2 spot. Boydston in the 3. One rider moving on straight to the main. Wonder in and out of the last turn. Flying down the last straight. Shannon bringing him back to the line. Granny Panty with the 1. Eight cruiser on the track, total point moto. Moto 5 action, Jack Miller, Connor, LD, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson. Jax Miller leading the pack to come out of turn 1. Slow-Mo Brodo in the 2. Connor in the 3. Another total point moto. The 7 of Jax Miller. Driving them through the rhythm section, holding on to the 1 spot. 18 of Slow-Mo Brodo in the 2. Connor El Diablo in the 3. Jack's driving them down the last straight, bringing them back to the line. 8 cruiser total points. Take the 1. Oh, we got a battle heading down the last straight, side by side to the line. 2 to call. 9 cruiser on the track, Moto 6 round 1 action. Benjamin Harris, Racing Kaysen Haynes. Looks like Racing Kaysen Murray in the 1 spot, leading them into the rhythm section. The 575 of Benjamin Harris in the 2, Declan Haynes in the 3. Another total point moto. Out of the last turn. Racing Kaysen styling down the last straight, bringing them to the line, going to take the 1. Benjamin going to take the 2. Declan going to take the 3. And round 1 action on the track. Gage, take off Thomas. Kaysen, killing it Weta. Cecil LeGrand. And zooming, Stone Cold Horn. Looks like Takeoff leading them into the rhythm section. Got the 8. So Bubba Grist in the 2. One rider moving straight to the main. Flying into that last turn. Gage in the 1. Grist in the 2. Horn in the 3. Gage gets your 1 transfer. 41-45 track. Wait, Jason Killinger, Angry Josh Horn, Mike Block, the Hunter, and David Boydston. Got to be the Hunter in the 1, Horn in the 2, Boydston in the 3, Killinger in the 4, Ines in the 5. 2 riders moving on to the main. Joe flying through the rhythm section. Horn on his back tire. In and out of the last turn. Styling down the last straight. Joe the Hunter. Gonna Josh Horn going to take the 2. 51-55 cruiser on the track. Total point Moto 9. Brian Parks, Mark, and Drew Jameson. Leading them through the rhythm section. Holding on to the 1. 265, Drew Jameson in the 2. Port in the 3. Parks bringing it back to the white line. Going to take the 265 of Drew Jameson. Going to take the 2. On the track, 6 novice. Elliott Bailey, Brecken Murray. No. I think that's it. In the 2. Brecken in the 3. Making their way down the second straight. Elliott Bailey cruising right along. Making her way down the rhythm section. Harley holding on to the 2 spot. Brecklin in the 3. 1 rider moving straight to the main. 6 novice. Moto 10 action. Back to the line. Elliott Bailey going to get your 1 transfer. Seven novice on the track, Moto 11. Keon, Kensington, Jonah, Liam, Riley, and Duke. See how they come out of turn 1, bunching up tight. I got the 132 of Keon in lead. 2 riders moving on to the main. I got Keon in the 1. The 46 to Duke in the 2. I got room for 2 riders moving straight to the main. Bunching up in the last turn. Keon holding on to the 1 spot. Duke holding on to the 2, bringing them back to the line. Keon going to get your 1 transfer. Duke going to get the 2. 9 novice on the track, Moto 12, round 1 action. Owen Anderson, Broden McKinley, and Quincy Jones. I think that's Jones in the 1. Total points every lap counts. All bunching up, coming into the rhythm. I got Quincy Jones in the 1. The 72 of Broden in the 2. Owen Anderson in the 3. Oh, getting a little wild coming through the rhythm. 492 of Quincy Jones holding on to the 1. 72 of Broden coming on strong. Total points all the way to the line. Quincy with the 1. Broden with the 2. Owen with the 3. Oh, you're good. Novice on the track. Moto 13, round 1 action. Antalya, Hankins Smith, Jackson Coleman, and Bodie Elwell. I got Bodie in the 1, Jackson in the 2, Antalya in the 3. Another total point moto. Bringing them back to the line. 38 flying down the last straight. Bodie going to take the 1. Jackson going to take the 2. Antalya going to take the 3. Moto 14, round 1 action. Little bike malfunction. Check out our 3rd place rider. I got Kai Leinbach, Lucas, and Tony. What's your name, Welsh? I got the 3 of Kai leading them down the rhythm section. What's your name? Do you know your name? Kai leading them down the last straight. Kai taking a spill in the rhythm section. Tony, what's your name? Taking a spill. Kai with the 1. Tony with the 2. Lucas with the 3. Moto 15 on the track, round 1 action. 21-25 novice. Griffin, Drake, and Tanner. Jedi Landing. For Griffin in the 1. Jedi in the 2. Drake in the 3. In and out of the last turn. Griffin leading the pack. Bringing them back to the line. Griffin going to take the 1. Tanner going to take the 2. Drake going to take the 3. Moto 16 on the track, 26:35 novice round 1 action. Garrett Bushi, Tim McDonald, Matthew Bishop, and Sydney, the Sloth Aiken. Looks like Garrett in the 1, leading the pack into the rhythm section. Tim in the 2. Sydney in the 3, Matt in the 4. Working their way through the rhythm into the last turn. Garrett out in the 1 spot, all by himself. Bringing them back to the line. Garrett going to get the 1 transfer. 8 intermediate on the track. Moto 17. I got room for 1. Oakley Dallaire, Connor, El Diablo Grist, Declan McElwee, and Slow Mo Brodo Dotson. Looks like Oakley leading the pack. Got McElwee in the 2. Dotson in the 3. Grist in the 4. Working their way through the rhythm. Oakley leading the pack as they make their way to the last turn. Declan in the 2 Smuck. 1 rider moving straight to the main. Oakley driving them back to the white line. Going to take your 1. 13 intermediate on the track. Moto 18. James J.J. Newman, Lillian McDonald, and David Hyder. That's got to be James J.J. Newman out in the 1 spot, cranking into turn 2, leading them into the rhythm section. David Hyder in the 2, Lily McDonald in the 3. J.J. flying into the last turn, leading the pack down the last straight. Bringing them back to the line. J.J. with the 1. David with the 2, Lily with the 3. Moto 19 round 1 action on the track. Tanner, Connor, Jack, and Brody. Looks like Connor leading them into turn 1. T. Melly on his back tire. Brody in the 3. Jack in the 4. Connor leading them into turn 2. Making their way to the rhythm section. Connor in the 1. Meller in the 2. Brody in the 3. 1 rider moving straight to the main. All the way back to the line. Connor going to take the 1. 16 intermediate on the track. Moto 20 total points. Heath, Hot Rod Keener, Brian, Mitchell, and Lim Buster. Oh, Keener styling down the second straight, leading the pack into turn 2. I got Keener in the 1, Mitchell in the 2, Buster in the 3. Cruising through the rhythm section. In and out of the last turn. Keener holding on to the 1 spot. Mitchell in the 2, Buster in the 3. Looks like how they're going to cross. Keener with the 1, Mitchell with the 2, Buster with the 3. 17-20 intermediate on the track. Riders going to the main. Moto 21 action. Dakota Brandon, Ellie Brent, Alexa Gaither, Riley Goff, and Nicholas Harris. Got to be Goff leading them in and out of turn 2. Got Goff, Brent. 2 riders moving on to the main. Riley leading them in and out of the last turn. Brent holding on to the 2 spot. Bringing them back to the line. Riley going to get a transfer. Ellie going to get a transfer. Moto 22 on the track, round 1 action. I got Bo Bergeron, Matt McElwee. Bo leading the pack. 2 riders moving on to the main. Bo in the 1 spot, Matt in the 2. Bringing them down the final straight. Oh, trying to get in that second place position. McElwee looking to hold him off. Bo going to take the 1. Matt going to take the 2. Moto 23 on the track. I got Boydston, Wonder. Two riders moving on to the main. I'm out of sheets. I have no moto sheets. I stopped at 21. Bringing them back to the line. I got Boydston in the 1. 36 going to take the 2. Miss Kitty on the track, getting her done. Round 3 action at the Tornado Triple. Not many can do it like Miss Kitty. Girl expert on the track, got Sutton, Tatum, and Bea. Sutton leading them into turn 1. I got Sutton in the 1, Tatum in the 2, Bea in the 3.
Is that right, though? Is that who's in that one?
Yep. Sutton in the 1, Tatum in the 2, Bea in the 3. Thank you. Oh, yeah, bringing them down the last straight. 11 girl expert, round 1. Sutton going to take the 1. Tatum going to take the 2. Bea going to take the 3. Moto 25 on the track, 15-16 girl expert. Tegan Hinkle, picking her bonnet. Cheyenne the Banshee Smart. Kayla, Ponytail Express Keener. I got Keener in the 1, Urbanic in the 2. One rider moving straight to the main. Kayla leading them in and out of the last turn. Keener holding on to the 1 spot. One rider moving straight to the main. Kayla bringing them back to the line. Oh, yeah, 9 expert on the track, Moto 26. Nixon, the Finesser Thomas. Memphis Jones, Jax Miller. Racing, Kaysen Murray, Arrow Bailey, and Benjamin Harris. Oh, we got a battle heading into turn 2. All the way. I got the 1 racing, Kaysen Murray. Arrow Bailey in the 2. Nixon, the Finesser in the 3. 2 riders moving on to the main. In and out of the last turn. Racing Kaysen Murray putting down a hot lap. Racing Kaysen with the 1. Arrow with the 2. 10 expert on the track, Moto 27. Zooming, Stone Cold Horn. Cecil, Bubba Grist, and Maximus, Little Johan. I got Cecil in the 1. Zooming in the 2. Maximus in the 3. Total point moto, every lap counts. Round 1 action. I got Cecil leading the pack down the last straight. Cecil going to take the 1. Horn going to take the 2. Maximus going to take the 3. Moto 28 on the track, 11 expert. Austin Lilbridge. Kaysen, killing it, Weta. Engage. Take off, Thomas. Got to be take off in the 1, leading them through the rhythm section. Lilbridge in the 2, killing it, Weta in the 3. In and out of the last turn. Bringing them back to the white line. Gage, take off, Thomas going to take the 1. Austin going to take the 2. Weta going to take the 3. 1720 expert on the track, Moto 29. Louis, Austin Hogue, Caden Barfoot, and Chevy. Twice Hoffman. Got to be Hoffman leading them in and out of turn 2 into the rhythm section. Barfoot holding on to the 2. One rider moving straight to the main. Twice Pipes leading them down the last straight. Chevy going to take your round 1 transfer. Strider to the track. Striders to the track. Yeah, getting my Striders. Loading them onto the track. I got Colson, Blake, and Sydney battling it out for the balance bike. Tornado triple. Round 3 stop. Oh, yeah, Striders on the track. We got Colson, we got Blake, we got Sydney, and we got the Banshee making their way down the rhythm section into the last turn. Oh, yeah, I got Banshee in the 1. Oh, yeah, Noah going to take the 1. Colson going to take the 2. Going to turn them around. Get them lined back up and run round 2. All right, you guys ready? Give me a hang on, Noah. No head starts. You got to get back up there, Banshee. I heard he takes it after his dad. Noah. Go back, Noah. We got to do 1, 2, 3. All right, once he gets ready, all right, you got all you Striders ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and you're off. Round 2 action. The Banshee, Sydney Port, Blake Dotson, and Colston. Oh, Noah cruising through. Oh, no. Hop up. You got it. Colson coming on strong as they make their way into the turn. Get Sydney back on the bike. You got it. Good job. All right, we're going to get them turned around. Let's start staging up for round 2. Start staging up for round 2. We're going to run the Strider main event and get right into round 2 action. Oh, yeah, main event. Strider's going to run all the way to the finish line. I got the Banshee. I got Dotson, Sydney Port, and Colson. Noah in the 1. Sydney in the 2. Blaine in the Strider riders cruising along, making their way down into the last turn. The Banshee leading the pack. Colson in the 2. Sydney and Blaine battling it out for the 3. The Banshee bringing them back to the line. Colson in the 2. Sydney in the 3. Blake Dotson in the 4, making her way down the last straight, all the way to the line. Big round of applause for our Strider riders. Round 2 action. Load them up in the gate. Make your way. When I got riders in the gate, we'll run round 2. Round 2 action coming at you. 11-12 Girl Cruiser. Kensington Yingling, Sutton, Ponytail Fessler, and Bea, Quads, Dotson. Looks like Ponytail leading them into turn 1. Dotson in the 2. Yingling in the 3. Ponytail flying into turn 2. Leading the pack as they work through the rhythm. Ponytail in the 1. Bea in the 2. Kensington in the 3. Total points 11-12 Girl Cruiser. Round 2 action. Ponytail bringing them back to the line. Going to take the 1. Bea going to take the 2. Kensington going to take the 3. (17-20) Women Cruiser on the track. Moto 3 round 2 action. Alexa Gaither, Maddie, No Socks Mead, and Sydney, the Sloth, Aiken. Through the second straight, leading the pack into turn 2. No Socks in the 2. The Sloth in the 3. Moving right along as they make their way through the rhythm. Alexa in and out of the last turn. Alexa bringing them back to the line. Going to take the 1. No Socks going to take the 2. The Sloth going to take the 3. Moto 4 on the track. 41-45 Women Cruiser. Round 2 action. 2 riders moving on. Jamie Johnson, Miss Kitty, and Christina Boydston. Oh, Jamie turning and burning out of turn 2, working her way into the rhythm. Flying on by. Christina in the 2 spot. 2 riders moving on. Miss Kitty making her way into the rhythm section. Jamie bringing them down to the last straight. Jamie going to take the 1. Christina going to take the 2. Miss Kitty in and out of the last turn. Everybody cheer on Miss Kitty as she makes her way to the finish line. Yeah. 8 Cruiser on the track. Moto 5 round 2 action. Slow-mo Brodo Dotson, Connor El Diablo Grist, and Jax, Miller. Looks like Jack's leading them into turn 2. Slow-mo Brodo in the 2. Connor El Diablo in the 3. Another total point moto. Working their way to the last turn. Jack's in and out. Driving them down the last straight. Slow-mo Brodo taking the high line. Connor looking to make a move as they work through the last straight. Jack's going to take the 1. Slow-mo Brodo going to take the 2. Connor El Diablo taking the 3. 9 cruiser on the track, round 2 action. Moto 6, total points. Declan Hayes, racing Kaysen Murray, and Benjamin Harris. Looks like racing Kaysen on the 3, leading them into the rhythm section. Benjamin Harris in the 2, Declan Haynes in the 3. Working through the rhythm into the last turn. Racing Kaysen Murray, holding on to the 1 spot, driving down the last straight. Racing Kaysen going to take the 1. Benjamin going to take the 2. Declan going to take the 3. Moto 7 round 2 action, 11 cruiser. Zooming Stone Cold Horn, Kaysen killing it wetter, and Cecil Bubba Grist. I got Cecil in the 1. Zooming in the 2. Kaysen in the 3. You're all right, bud. That's a big old bite. Making their way in and out of the last turn. Oh, we got a battle all the way to the line. Move made at the finish. Woo! I don't know. I know they both made it to the main. CL Bubba Grist and Zooming Stone Cold Horn moving on to the event. 41-45 cruiser on the track, Moto 8. Ah. I got Killinger in the 1. Boydston moving into the 2. The 17 of Mike Bly in the 3. Getting 9s checked out in the first turn. Getting Tony back on the bike. Gonna finish it out. Jason better go. He's got company working down the last straight. 2 or 3 riders moving on. Jason, David, and Tony. Or Mike Bly. Mike Bly. .51-55 cruiser on the track, Moto 9. Brian Parks, Mark Port, and Drew Jameson. Got to be Parks leading them into turn 1. Jameson in the 2, Port in the 3. Parks in and out of turn 2, leading the pack into the rhythm. Parks flying. 265 of Drew Jameson and holding on to the 2. Port in the 3. Total point moto. Bringing them back to the line. Parks looking to lock up the 1. Drew Jameson going to take the 2. Mark Port going to take the 3. Moto 10. 2 action. 6 novice. 2 riders moving on to the main event. I got the 10 of Elliott Bailey in the 1. Harley Dallaire in the 2. Brecken Murray cruising right along. All the way to the line. Elliott going to take the 1. Harley going to take the 2. 7 novice on the track, round 2 action. I got room for 3. I got Briley Port, Liam Massey, Jonah Fuller, and Kensington Yingling. See how they come out of turn 1. I got Jonah in the 1. Duke in the 3 riders making their way to the main. 238 of Jonah in the 1. 404 of Kensington in the 2. The 494 of Briley in the 3. Oh, slipping a pedal, working into the last turn. Bunching up. 238 of Jonah all by himself, going to get the first transfer spot. The 404 of Kensington. Nine novice on the track, Moto 12 total points. Quincy Jones, Broden McKinley, and Owen Anderson. Round 2 action. Every lap counts. See how they come out of turn 2. I got the 516 Owen in the 1. The 492 of Quincy in the 2. 72 of Broden in the 3. Total points. Bunching up side by side, coming into the last turn, looking to make a move. Diving the inside. He's got the power to hold him off. 492 of Quincy taking over the 1. Quincy going to take the 1. Owen going to take the 2. Broden going to take the 3. 11 novice on the track, Antalya Hankins-Smith, Jackson Coleman, and Bodie Elwell. Bodie leading them in and out of turn 1. Jackson in the 2. Antalya in the 3. Total point Moto. Working through the second straight into turn 2. Bodie all alone. Making his way into the rhythm section. Bodie flying through the rhythm. 87 of Jackson in the 2. 22 Antalya in the 3. Cruising down the last straight. Bodie looking to lock up another one. Round 2. Jackson bringing them back to the finish line. Going to take the 2. Antalya going to take the 3. 15 novice on the track. Tony, what's your name? Welsh, Lucas, Pickard, and Kai Leinbach. I got Kai in the 1, Lucas in the 2. What's your name in the 3? Total point Moto. Kai in and out of the last turn. Lucas in the 2 spot. Tony in the 3. Bringing them back to the line. Kai going to take the 1. Lucas going to take the 2. Tony going to take the 3. 21-25 novice on the track. Moto 15 round 2 action. Griffin, Drake, and Tanner. Jedi Lanning. Got Griffin in the 1. Jedi in the 2. Drake in the 3. Griffin cruising along, working his way through the rhythm section. Jedi Lanning holding on to the 2. Drake in the 3. Cruising down the last straight, bringing them back to the white line. Griffin going to take the 1. Lanning going to take the 2. Klingenberg going to take the 3. Moto 16 on the track, 26-35 novice. I got room for 2. Tim McDonald, Matthew Bishop, and Sydney, the Sloth, Aiken. Oh, the Sloth coming on strong as they come into turn 2. Looking to push Tim on the outside. Tim turning it on. Working his way through the rhythm. Tim holding off Sydney as they make their way down the third straight into the last turn. Tim, Sydney, Matt. Single file line coming down the last straight. Does Tim got the power to hold Sydney off? Sydney coming on strong. Tim going to take the 1. Sydney stretching it out for the 2. I got Moto 17 on the track, round 2 action. 8 intermediate. Slow-mo Brodo Dotson, Declan McElwee, and Connor El Diablo Grist. Oh, got to be my man McElwee out in the 1 spot, leading them into turn 2. Turning and burning. leading the pack as they make their way into the rhythm. Got the 17 of Slow-Mo Brodo in the 2. 2 riders moving on to the main. Declan leading the pack in and out of the last turn. Slow-Mo Brodo in the 2. El Diablo in the 3. El Diablo turning it on as they come down the last straight. Once in it. McElwee going to take the 1. Slow-Mo Brodo going to take the 2. 13 intermediate on the track. Moto 18 total points. David Hyder, Lillian McDonald, and James J.J. Newman. Newman flying through the rhythm section, styling into the last turn. Hyder in the 2, McDonald in the 3. Another total point moto. Newman bringing them back to the line. JJ going to take the 1. David going to take the 2. Lillian going to take the 3. Moto 19 on the track, 15 intermediate. Second round action. Tanner Meller, Jack Himmelgarn, and Brody. I got Team Melly in the 1, Brody in the 2, Jack in the 3. 2 riders moving on to the main event. Team Melly leading the pack as they work into the rhythm. Brody gaining ground on Team Melly coming into the last turn. In and out of the last turn. 2 riders moving on. Meller with the 1. Brody with the 2. Moto 20 on the track, 16 intermediate. Lim Buster, Brian Mitchell, and Heath. Hot Rod, Keener. All Mitchell taking the inside low line. Holding off Keener for now. Keener in the 2 spot, coming on strong on the inside, looking to make a move as they come into turn 2. Mitchell holding him off as they come into the rhythm. Mitchell in the 1, Keener in the 2. Buster in the 3. Woo, boys are crazy. All the way to the finish. Zach gonna hold him off. Brian gonna bring him back to the line. Gonna take the 1. Keener gonna take the 2. Lim gonna take the 3. Great racing, boys. 17-20 intermediate on the track. Moto 21 round 2 action. Got room for 2. Nicholas Harris, Alexa Gaither, and Dakota Brannon. Alexa and Dakota, side by side, working their way through the rhythm. Alexa diving the low line. Oh, do they got the speed? Third place rider trying to gain some ground. Alexa with the 1. Ooh, I don't even know. 150 Dakota Brannon taking the 2 spot. Moto 22, round 2 action, 36-40 intermediate. Drew Kane, Jeff Hinkle, and Justin Lilbridge. We got the brother battle for that second qualifying position. Lilbridge holding on to the 1. Kane in the 2. Hinkle in the 3. Lilbridge going to take the 1. Drew going to take the 2. 46-50 intermediate on the track. Miss Kitty. John Whitaker, Shannon, Granny Wonder, and Brett Milligan. I got John Whitaker in the 1, Shannon Wonder in the 2, Brett Mill in the 3, Miss Kitty in the 4. 3 riders moving on to the main. In and out of the last turn. John Whitaker leading the pack. John going to take the 1. Shannon Wonder going to take the 2. Brett Milligan going to take the 3. 11 girl expert on 024 round 2 action. Bea, Quads, Dotson, Sutton, Ponytail, Fessler, and Tatum, Wellburn. Looks like Sutton leading them in and out of turn 1. Tatum coming on strong, carrying her speed. Oh, Tatum trying to come on the inside of Sutton. Sutton leaving the door open, banging bars. And here we go. All the way through the rhythm. Let's go, girl. Oh, no. They're all right. They're all right. They're back on the bikes. It's total points racing, baby. That way, girls. That's what's up. Bea taking over the 1 spot. Tatum and Sutton leaving it all out there. Oh, we're going to get Sutton checked out. Bringing home the 1. Tatum going to with the 3. Moto 25 on the track. 15-16 girl expert. I got room for 2. I got Cheyenne the Banshee, Peyton, and Tegan working their way Peyton holding on to the 1. Hinkle in the 2. In and out of the last turn. Urbanic putting it down, leading the pack. Oh, we got a battle for the 2 spot. Oh, the 9. Cheyenne making a move. Good racing. Peyton taking the 1. Cheyenne taking the 2. Sutton going to finish out her lap. Give her a big round of applause. That was a heck of a fall. Way to go, Sutton. 9 Expert. Round 2 action. Loaded in the gate. Moto 26. Job, Sutton. Oh, here we go. We got 3 riders moving on to the main event. I got Memphis Jones. In and out of the first turn, I got Nixon in the 1, Memphis in the 2, Harris in the 3, Jackson the 4. 3 riders moving to the main. Jax diving the low line. I got Nixon in the 1, Memphis in the 2, Harris in the 3, Jax in the 4. All 4 riders making their way into the last turn, single file line. Nixon driving them all the way to the line. Nixon in the 1. Memphis in the 2, Harris in the 3, 10 Expert on the track, Maximus, Cecil, and Zoomin, Stone Cold Horn. I got Cecil in the 1, Horn in the 2, Maximus in the 3, total point, 10 Expert Moto, round 2 action. In and out of the last turn, Cecil leading the pack. All the way to the line. Cecil going to take the 1. Horn going to take the 2. Maximus going to take the 3. Moto 28 on the track. Round 2 action. 11 Expert. Gage, Kaysen, and Austin. Got to be Takeoff leading them through the rhythm section. Austin in the 2. Killing it. Weta in the 3. Making their way into the last turn. Total points. 11X. Gage booting it down the last straight. Gage with the 1. Lowbridge with the 2. Wet with the 3. 1720 Expert on the track. Moto 29. I got room for 2. Hayden, Austin, and Louie. Louie and Austin in the 1 and 2. Caden in the 3. 2 riders moving on to the main. I got Louie taking the 1. Austin taking the 2. We'll take a short intermission. Be back with Maine shortly. Bea, Quads Dotson, Sutton, Ponytail Fessler, and Kensington, Yingling. Ponytail leading the pack all night long, making her way through the second straight into turn 2. Ponytail Fessler leading the pack. Main event action. In the last turn, Ponytail leading the pack. Fessler going to take the 1. Bea going to take the 2. Kensington going to take the 3. Moto 3 main event, 1720 women's cruiser. Alexa Gaither, Maddie No Socks Mead, and Sydney the Sloth Aiken. Got to be Alexa. Oh, No Socks in the 1. Alexa in the 2. Alexa, Puss and Maddie working their way into the rhythm. Maddie turning and burning, holding on to the 1 spot. Alexa pushing her all the way to the finish. In and out of the last turn. No Socks in the 1. Gaither in the 2. The Sloth in the 3. Total points all the way to the line. Maddie going to get the 1 this round. Overall 2. Alexa overall 1. Sydney overall 3. 41-45 women cruiser on the track. Moto 4 main event. Jamie Johnson, Christina Boydston, and Shannon Granite Panty Wonder. Got to be the Wonder, leading them in and out of turn 2. Johnson in the 2. Boydston in the 3. Wonder, first to the last turn, leading the pack down the last straight, bringing them back to the line. 41-45 women cruiser, main event winner going to be Shannon Wonder. Jamie going to take the 2. Christina going to take the 3. 8 cruiser main event on the track. 5 Slow-Mo Brother, Connor El Diablo Grist, and Jax Eller. I got Jax leading them down this rhythm section. 18 is Slow-Mo in the 2. Connor in the 3. Another total point moto. Gonna have a battle for that 2 spot. Jax, Lone Rider, leading them down the last straight. Back to the line. Jack's going to take the 1. Slow-Mo Brodo going to take the 2. El Diablo going to take the 3. 9 cruiser on the track. Racing Kaysen Murray, Declan Haynes, and Benjamin Harris. I got Racing Kaysen in the 1. Benjamin Harris in the 2. Declan in the 3. Moto 6 main event. Bringing them down the last straight. Racing Kaysen Murray. All the way to the line. Murray with the 1. Harris with the 2. Haynes with the 3. Moto 7 main event on the track. 11 cruiser. Zooming. Stone Cold Horn. Gage. Takeoff Thomas. And Cecil. Bubba Grist. Oh, we got a battle for the 2. Cecil and zooming. Looks like Cecil taking over the 2. Horn in the 3. Driving all the way to the line. Gage with the 1. Cecil with the 2. Zooming. Stone Cold Horn with the 3. 41-45 cruiser on the track. Moto 8. Jason. Angry Josh Horn. Mike Bly. Joe the Hunter. And David Boydston. Got to be the Hunter leading them into the last straight. Horn in the 2. Boydston in the 3. Bringing them back to the line. The Hunter with the 1. Horn with the 2. Boydston with the 3. 51-55 cruiser on the track. Moto 9 main event. Mark Port, Drew Jameson, and Brian Parks. Brian Parks styling it out. Getting a little air under his tires. Working his way down the second straight into the rhythm section. Leading the pack all night long. Parks in the 1. Jameson in the 2. Port in the 3. Total point moto. Brian Parks flying down the last straight. Parks bringing them back to the line. Going to take the 1. Jameson cruising along. Going to take the 2. Port going to take the 3. Moto 10 main event on the track. 6 novice. Harley Dallaire. Brecklin Murray, and Elliott Bailey. In and out of the second turn into the rhythm section. I got Elliott in the 1, Harley in the 2, Brecken in the 3. All the way, Brecken. Good job. Dad 2. Bringing them back to the line. Bailey going to take the 1. Harley going to take the 2. Brecken and Dad making their way down the last straight. I don't know who's got more energy. I'm thinking Dad at this point. 7 novice main event. Moto 11. I got Keon, Kensington, Jonah, Briley, and Duke. All in and out of turn 2. I got the 132 of Keon in the 1, the 46 of Duke in the 2, the 238 of Jonah in the 3. Working their way through the rhythm section. Checking on her down rider in the first straight. In and out of the last turn. Keon in the 1. Kion leading the pack. Oh, we got to move, trying to make it happen at the last minute. Oh, I think he got him at the line. Checking on our down rider. Get him picked up. What a race. Got to pedal all the way to the finish line. Never know who's coming, know who's behind you. Can't quit. Nine novice main event loaded in the rack. Moto 12 main event. We'll get them back on the bike, let her finish out their lap. Give them a big round of applause. Heck yeah. You all right, buddy? Oh, no. Good save. We got you, buddy. You all right, buddy? Finish out this lap. You got it. Everybody's cheering you on. Way to finish, bud. Go hard. Come on, everybody, bring Briley Port all the way around back to the finish line. Finishing out the lap after that hard digger. 9 novice main event on the track, Moto 12. Quincy Jones, Broden McKinley, and Owen Anderson. Oh, we got a battle heading into turn 1. See how they shake out. The 492 of Quincy in the 1. Been leading the pack all night long. Leading them in and out of turn 2. The 516 of Owen trying to make a move. Owen in the 2. Broden in the 3. Total points. All the way to the finish. In and out of the last turn. Quincy holding on to the 1. All the way back to the line. Quincy with the 1. Moto 13 main event 11 novice. Jackson Coleman, Bodie Elwell, and Antalya, the Fuzz, Hankin Smith. I got Bodie in the 1, Jackson in the 2, Antalya in the 3. Making their way in and out of the last turn. 38 of Bodie. Bringing them back to the line. Bodie going to take the 1. Jackson going to take the 2. Antalya going to take the 3. 15 novice main event on the track, Moto 14. Kai, Lucas, and Tony. Lucas turning it on. Lucas in the 1, Kai in the 2, Tony in the 3. Bringing them back to the line. Lucas going to get the 1 round 3. Kai going to get the 2. Kai going to be the overall 1. Lucas the overall 2. Tony the overall 3. 21-25 novice on Moto 15 main event. Griffin, Drake, and Tanner Jedi Lanning. Griffin leading them through the rhythm section. The Jedi holding on to the 2 spot. Drake in the 3. In and out of the last turn. Griffin putting down the hot lap. Bringing them back to the line. Griffin going to take the 1. Tanner Jedi Lanning going to take the 2. Take the 3. Moto 16 main event on the track. 26-35 novice. Garrett, Tim, and Sydney. Got to be Garrett with the whole shot, leading them down the second straight. Tim holding on the 2 spot. Sydney in the 3. In and out of turn 2 into the rhythm section. Garrett putting it down, leading the pack. Tim holding on to the 2 spot. Sydney in the 3, looking for a place to strike. In and out of the last turn. Garrett making his way to the last line. Garrett styling out, going to take the 1. Tim going to take the 2. Sydney, the sloth, going to take the 3. 8 intermediate main event on the track. Oakley, Dallaire, Declan McElwee, and Slow-Mo, Brodo, Dotson. Got to be Dallaire in the 1. Dotson in the 2. McElwee in the 3. Coming on strong as they work through the rhythm. See if we get some action in the last straight. Dallaire, lone rider into the last turn. Dotson in the 2. McElwee trying to drive the low line. Driving them down the last straight. Dallaire bringing them back to the line. Going to get the 1. Dotson going to get the 2. McElwee going to get the 3. 13 intermediate on the track. David Hyder, Lillian McDonald, and James J.J. Newman. Newman flying through the rhythm. First to the last turn, making his way into the last straight. James J.J. Newman. Been in the 1 spot all night long. Back to the line. Newman. Hyder going to get the 2. McDonald going to get the 3. Moto 19. 15 intermediate main event. Tanner, Connor, and Brody. Connor holding off Tanner for now as it comes into the last turn. Connor leaving the door open. T. Melly looking to make a move. Powering down the last straight. Who's got it? T. Melly bringing them back to the line. Melly with the 1. Wonder with the 2. Brody with the 3. Good. 16 intermediate. I got Lim, Brian, and Heath. Heath turning and burning. Leading them down the rhythm section. Mitchell in the 2. Lim in the 3. Keener turning it on for the main event. 16 intermediate. Moto 20 main. Keener going to get the 1. Mitchell with the 2. Buster with the 3. 17-20 intermediate main event on the track. Moto 21. Dakota Brandon, Ellie Brent, Alexa Gaither, and Riley Goff. I got Riley in the 1. Alexa turning it on. Sheesh. Flying through the rhythm section. Riley leading them into the last turn. Alexa in the 2. Ellie in the 3. Dakota in the 4. All the way to the line. Riley with the 1. Alexa with the 2. Ellie with the 3. Moto 22 main event on the track. 36-40 intermediate. Drew Kane, Bo Bergeron, Matt McElwee, and Justin Littlebridge. Got to be Bergeron leading them into the turn. McElwee in the 2. Littlebridge in the 3. In and out of the last turn, Bo putting the power down, leading them down the last straight. McElwee holding on to the 2. Littlebridge in the 3. Bergeron with the 1. McElwee with the 2. Littlebridge with the 3. 46-50 intermediate on the track. Moto 23 main event. Tony Hines, David Boydson, John Whitaker, Shannon, Granny Panty Wonder, and Brett Millie Mill Milligan. Got to be Boydson leading them into the rhythm. Tony in the 2. Wonder in the 3. Single file line as it come through the rhythm. Boydson putting it down. Leading them down the last straight. Gold Cup 3. Boydson bringing them back to the line. Boydson with the 1. Tony with the 2. Shannon with the 3. 11 girl expert on the track. Moto 24 main event. Tatum, Sutton, and Bea. Sutton and Tatum tied up. Driving them down the last straight. I got Sutton in the 1. Tatum in the 2. Bea in the 3. Not sure on points. Moto 25 main event, 15-16 girl expert, Peyton, Cheyenne, and Kayla. I got Kayla in the 1, Peyton in the 2, Cheyenne in the 3. Single file line as they make their way through the rhythm. Keener out in the 1 spot, in and out of the last turn. Driving them back to the white line. Keener putting it down. Kayla with the 1, Peyton with the 2, Cheyenne with the 3. 9 expert on the track, Moto 26. Nixon, the finesser, Thomas, Memphis, Jones, Racing, Kaysen, Murray, Arrow Bailey, and Benjamin Harris. I got Arrow Bailey in the 1, Racing, Kaysen in the 2, Nixon in the 3. Single file line into the last turn. 1 and 2 battling it out. Oh, see if we get a race all the way to the line. Looking to make a move as they pull through the finish. Oh, woo-wee! I don't even know. Too close for me to call. 10 expert on the track, main event, Moto 27. Stone Cold Horn, Cecil, Bubba Grist, and Maximus Little John. Got the 9 as Cecil, Horn, and then Maximus. Cecil been in the 1 all night long, in and out of the last turn. Bringing them back to the line. Cecil with the 1, Horn with the 2, Max with the 3, Moto 28 main event, Austin, Kaysen, and Gage. Got Gage leading them down the rhythm section. Austin in the 2, Kaysen in the 3. Gage driving them down the last straight, styling it out, bringing them back to the line. Gage going to take the 1, Austin going to take the 2, Kaysen going to take the 3. 17-20 expert, Moto 29, Chevy, Austin, and Louie. I got Chevy in the 1, Austin in the 2, Louie in the 3. Get action in the last turn. Battle for the 2 spot. Hoffman out in front. Back to the line, Chevy with the 1. Austin with the 2. Louie with the 3. That does conclude the final event of the Tornado Triple Threat. Thanks, everyone, for attending. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, state qualifier. Also, just so everyone is aware, the rain has moved off for the morning. We are not tarping the track tonight. So everybody, get a good night's sleep and come back ready for race action tomorrow. See everyone in the morning.